All right, guys, welcome back to another video. So for new shooters, the target that we're going to be shooting right now, the shooting correction target, is I think a phenomenal target for new shooters because it's basically like having an instructor there with you, and it's a lot better than just going to the range shooting like like this target over here, okay, where it doesn't give you any information. So if you hit here, if you hit up here, maybe you hit down here on your third round or down here, you really don't know what it is that you're doing wrong. Over here, it at least gives you a better idea as to what it is that you're doing. All right, biggest one that I see is people breaking the wrist or anticipating the recoil. So what that looks like is essentially you come up, right, and people are either scared of the shot going off, they're scared of the gun, or they think, hey, you know, it's got too much recoil, I don't like it, so when I'm going to shoot, you kind of tense up and you tend to drive the gun forward. And by doing that, well, all your rounds are going to hit low. So then you're going to, you know, hit here or a lot further down from wherever it is that you're aiming. So if you're aiming here and you do what I just showed you, you might be hitting down here. You might be doing that as well if you hit in this area, in this area. So this isn't a 100% correct, like if you hit here, that's the only thing that you were doing. You could be doing a combination of these two, and same thing over here. You could be doing a combination of maybe these three. So this is gives you a rough idea, but it's going to give you a much better start to your firearms journey, okay? All right, so this target is 8 inches wide right here. The entire circle is 8 inches, and then this inner circle is 4 inches. So what I would recommend for new shooters is put this out to 3 yards when you go to an indoor range, or if you're outside, maybe bring yourself a tape measure and just kind of measure 3 yards, if you will, okay, 9 feet, and try to do the best that you can at getting everything, not just within this 4-inch circle, but at this close distance of 3-4 yards, maybe even 5 yards. Try to get it in within this smaller circle, which I'm gonna say is probably 2 inches, okay, of this solid black. And so just take your nice sweet time. The other thing that I do recommend is loading up your magazines like this. This is, I think, a 19 round mag, Glock 19X with the +2, right? So yeah, I think 19. Don't load it up all the way. Just load 5 rounds into your magazine, because one of the things that a lot of new shooters I see them doing is they'll present their gun, they load up their magazine all the way, and they think that they have to do this the entire time and they have to shoot the entire magazine. You're not maybe used to holding your gun out, maybe depending on whether you're fit or not fit, holding that much weight starts wearing down on your shoulders, and now you're starting to fight your circadian rhythm, which is everyone's natural movement, right? And that's just your blood and your heartbeat and blood rushing through your system and so on. So when you present your target, you're always going to be moving a little bit. It's called the circadian rhythm. And it's going to become probably more obvious to you whenever you upgrade to a red dot. You're going to see the red dot. You can't ever hold that red dot still. It's always going to be moving. So again, load up for 5 rounds and then just come out from about 3 yards and take your nice sweet time. Make sure you've got a good grip on your gun, okay? You're filling in this part right here. Maybe come on this side. All right, so you've got a nice tight grip on your gun, right? I'm not holding it here like this. I've got this as high up as I possibly can. And then this part right here, I'm filling it with this meaty part, okay? And then I'm wrapping my hands around. They don't need to be here, okay? Wherever they need to be, so that I get a nice close grip. As I present out, I've got my dominant thumb over my non-dominant thumb. Line up my sights, nice and even, equal spacing, everything. I'm going to think about taking up the slack in the trigger and slowly breaking the shot. Reset, do it again. Reset, do it again. Reset, do it again. And for new shooters, you guys might need to take a little bit more time, right? You might have to come up and you're you're taking your nice sweet time, which is perfectly fine. Take all the time that you need. Think about everything. Keep your breathing, you know, nice and steady. Break that shot. And just keep doing it. So once you're able to get everything in, say, this black circle, you can do one of two things. You can either increase the distance, so go from 3 or 4 yards, increase it by another 1 or 2 yards, or you can try shooting a little bit faster. And for that, if you're at an indoor range, or even if you're at an outdoor range and you don't have a shot timer, you can count out loud in 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. And then if you get good at that, you can increase the rate of shooting by counting and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And ultimately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So you can help yourself by counting out loud and getting that rhythm. And so that's pretty much it for new shooters. Just stick with that target. You can Google shooting corrections target. This specific one is for right-handed individuals. So if you are a left-handed shooter, there is one for left-handed shooters. So just Google that one. There are a few that have a little bit different information here, or maybe the verbiage is a little bit different. One thing that I would recommend if you are going to use this is maybe also Google or YouTube how to fix these issues, okay? Save it as a playlist onto your phone. When you go to an indoor range, put the old school earbuds into your ears, then put your ear protection over that. So if you see yourself breaking the wrist, or you see yourself healing or doing anything like this, you can fix it right then and there. You can set the gun down, you can plug in your phone to the earbuds that are already underneath your hearing protection. You've got it saved in your playlist, and you can just go to breaking wrist and you've got it right there. So you can fix it, right? You're not having to go off of memory, or when you're at an indoor range, you're like, what did the video say again? I can't remember. You can fix it right there on the fly. All right, so I hope you found that informative. Please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, doing the whole thing. Helps out the channel more than you know. Thanks.